Leo Collective, what is going on? Thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. I'm Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive, and we are looking at your energy for the week. So, yeah. Now, I hope you guys are doing... Ooh, aw, that's not fun. Stabbed in the back, heart healing. You might be going through something where you feel pretty betrayed, pretty heartbroken. I love that though, the butterfly. That really talks about, it is that element of rebirth, you know? Cancer actually got that energy as well. You could be on the Leo Cancer cusp or dealing with the Cancer. Things are flying. Oh, they got that soulmate energy too. Kisses and soulmate. So welcome, guys. It's a lot of energy going on. I am sending you lots of love and blessings. Thank you so much for tuning in. I think I already said all that, but I'll re-say it because I appreciate, I appreciate the love and support, and I'm totally sending it back your way. I hope that you feel that with these readings. So the energy is timeless, right? So as long as the message resonates, that's the main thing. No matter where you fall on the zodiac, when you watch it, etc., as long as it resonates with you and your situation, Spirit is using it as a way to connect, right? To show you. Okay, so Hand of Cards. So to me, it's funny because I always read this card as House of Cards. I always feel like it's like that strategic House of Cards that is positioned in the exact right way. And sometimes that can be a very fragile energy, right? Because one little thing blown off, I don't know, envisioning someone blowing it over for some reason, probably because my kid would do that, right? It kind of tosses it, or, it breaks down the whole structure, is what I was going to say. So the Hand of Cards is about having options and kind of like trying to figure out which way to go. And there is that energy, that fear of like, well, what if I make the wrong one, And it can always come 100% when we feel like we've been betrayed or stabbed in the back. Whether that's the person situation you're dealing with right now, or that's like past energy. Yeah, the Runner. This also came up in the Cancer reading. So someone in the dynamic, is the Runner. Has been the non-committal, the one refusing to kind of, lots of options. Keys on a ring. Many options, decisions, unconventional. But this is also about like stringing people along. And that's exactly what the Runners do, Not specifically consciously. Sometimes it's subconscious patterning, right? But we also, when we're in these situations and we're like, wow, all this stuff is happening, I'm not really sure what to choose. We have to self-reflect and see what is not only highest and best, but kind of like how we're showing up in our dynamics. Whether that's you being the snake or the other person, right? Sometimes, I'm hearing like we view people. Dude, I don't know about my setup. I've been like tossing things over a lot lately. And I like my things in their places, right? So the snake, it's like, again, like we kind of have to go into that self-reflection mode. Are we being honest with ourselves? Are we willing to take a chance? Eight of Cups energy talks about walking away from the BS, the toxicity, the unhealthy habits, patterns, behaviors, being that Runner vibe. There's no shade to people that, like their independence, their autonomy. I think that's a great thing. I can vibe with that 100%. I also think there's a way to still be in relationship and communicate about those things. Whether this is love or friends, like we all need, or family, co-workers, It is amazing how much just having an honest conversation does for us. And I feel like, you know, here's the thing with the snake. This is the message I'm hearing for you, Leo. It's twofold. It's like, I feel like you've had that in your life. You've had that in the past. Someone who's sneaky and shady and hiding when you were being honest and vulnerable. And then now you're kind of putting up your walls, defenses, etc. because that has been done to you. So the Three of Cups is definitely that vibe of friendship, harmony, you know, like kind of coming together. Like the Three of Cups is definitely a celebratory energy. The Queen of Hazards, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth energy you could be dealing with. But the Queen of Pentacles is always like that partner vibe, you know? It's the feminine counterpart of your relationship. And she generally, I mean, she always has like a mama vibe to me. So whether you're dealing with a mother, the mother of your children, you know, someone who just has that kind of like mama bear love, regardless of what their gender is. There's something around this where you're doing a lot of intentional, I feel like you're seeing the situation is what I'm hearing from like a different lens. And there's more of a willingness to try to heal, to try to grow, make it friendly, evolve. But I don't really feel like you're revealing anything yet, right? The Hand of Cards is also like that poker hand. Poker face. Ooh, Lady Gaga. That was a good album. Okay, so Queen of Cups. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have Queen of Hazard, Queen of Cups on the board. So definitely like, you know, dealing with someone, like I said, friends, family. It does come through like you are feeling the feels about this friendship, this relationship, but you're still a little bit on the defensive about it. You know, like you might have had a falling out with this person. Maybe you felt like they were being sneaky and blah, 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 but maybe you're seeing it a little bit differently now. Maybe you're also seeing how like you have been on the defensive, how, you know, you were kind of defending your territory. Like I love this deck. It's so hilarious. I hope it's not offensive. Four of Hazards. Yep, there we go. That confirmation of self-protection. Self-protection because you had a lot of feelings around this situation, this person, etc. You might not have acted in the most appropriate way, Leo, but you are trying to like justify that. Unfortunately, you don't want to hear it. Like you don't want to hear it. Like the other side, the other opinions. Because again, vibing as the Queen of Cups, there's a lot of feelings that go into it, you know? You just kind of want to relax on the beach, have your cake and eat it too. That is very typical Leo energy, no shade at all. I think there is a way to have our cake and eat it too, but we also have to be willing and open to work with the people around us, right? And that's a lot of like what this is doing, especially with that energy of healing, wish fulfillment, this desire maybe to like reconnect. The other side of it is feeling like really left out, like just super bummed, you know? Five of Pentacles, like you might not be giving them the time of day. It's becoming some of their worst fears, you know? And I feel like they've kind of like, I don't know. Here's the thing. I think this devil message is twofold, okay, with the Seven of Swords. So that's why you're feeling like this is a little bit of some snaky energy, right? So okay, like it's like I feel like this person's or situation, it's kind of like they didn't like how things were going, so they kicked everyone else. You know, they don't want to hear anything either, but it's in a different way, you know? You're more this vibe, Leo, of sticking your head in the sand, where they're more just like, back the F up, you know? Maybe you feel like they fed you to the wolves, especially with this devil energy. Really, like the devil is when we fall prey to our own devices, you know, kind of the things that like are self-sabotage in a lot of ways. But they're also that vibe of like, you know, just like it can be control, it can be manipulation. This person not feeling like they are being heard, seen, understood. Maybe they deserve that, you know? For you, Leo, the emotions are getting in the way with that justice energy being blocked. Justice is the sign of Libra, so being a little bit more diplomatic about how it rolls. And for them, it's less emotional as well. I feel like their emotions are coming out way more severe. And like I said, this can be flip-flopped, or maybe I haven't said that yet. It could be the other person, 11:33 on the clock when I pulled these up. That vibe of like finding a harmony, balance in what is happening and what is transpiring. But there's an inability to do it because you both are kind of on the defensive. And one person, I feel like the person that you're dealing with is just like very pissed about this, right? I think, you know, it's not like they're saying no to you is what I would say. But the intensity of their reaction might be a little bit disconnected with what actually happened. And I think that's probably why you just like don't want to deal with it, you know? But again, I think part of this for you, Leo, is recognizing the places where maybe you're giving yourself credit for being diplomatic, but I would challenge that. No shade. We all do. We all want to justify, you know, but I do think you participated to some capacity. And then there's this element of kind of like, you know, you didn't want to hear it either, like I said. So it's both ends. It's just like you guys are having a different, you know, severity of reaction and how you're dealing because you're two different people, right? I mean, I think there is like a lot of harmony and beauty between you two with the King and Queen of Cups coming out, right? The Six of Cups being in our, like that's available, but you guys are blocking that because of, you know, it's like a fight gone wrong is what I keep hearing. Or just like something where like it just maybe got blown out of proportion. Maybe you've been thinking about connecting with this person or vice versa. But you're not really making any movements, you know? And if anything, there still is this element of running away from the situation in the overarching energy. While I feel like you both are participating in that, you know, I think this is also like Spirit saying like, okay, well, you know, there is love, there is connection here. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think at the same time, there's a lot of stuff that happened. There's a lot of water under the bridge is what I'm hearing. There's potential to like make ways to bring peace and move forward and kind of overcome. But I also feel like with this Nine of Wands being blocked, it's like the energy of like, you know, like I said, a lot has been done on both sides of it. Like, look at how that zombie is just like eating her arm, you know, and both these people at the bottom are kind of like at the mercy of all those zombies in that Nine of Wands. And it has this element of like being defensive, like not wanting to hear it, not wanting to deal with it, like kind of feeling exhausted too. And again, like there's always reason, there's always justification, but we do have to go within and see, you know, where we play the part, I guess, right? So there is an opportunity. Maybe there's kind of a reaching out, some communication happening. It is a lot of baby energy, Page of Cups, Page of Swords. You know, I think some kind of clarity will come through in this. Like I said, that talk, that conversation isn't really happening yet, but I feel like it's going to. I feel like it's going to, like I said, shed a lot of light. It's going to make it just kind of challenging to get, I don't know, here's the thing, and I think that that's exactly what I was saying with that blocked energy. There is a lot that has happened, and sometimes with things like that, it's hard. It's really hard to kind of rebalance, find that connection. It's like things come to light I feel like it's gonna make it feel a little bit off-putting, like reinforcing what I was talking about, like not really feeling the desire to put forth the work and energy needed in order to get back to where you guys were or what you want, what you have, unfortunately. Yeah, so I think it's good to always like spend some time just like, I'm hearing with tea, like using it as medicine, but also as like a healing ritual, right? Like put on a pot of tea, take some time, relax, something that calms your spirit, your mind, your soul, give yourself a little bit of headspace, meditate, reflect on this situation. Is it valuable enough for you, or do you want to just let it be what it is? Is it water under the bridge? Do things need to be addressed, or does it just need to be saved for a later date when there is a little bit more healing? This person is still kind of in it, right? Especially with those prickly thorns, like we saw in their overarching energy. They're just very much on the defensive. They don't, you know, whether it was just too much for them, or they just don't want to go back to that space, or they're just straight up trying to control the situation. You know, it's prickly. And I think you know that. I think you feel that. But what I do like about the ceremony card is it does talk about there is enough here, right? We see that with the Lovers, with the Six of Cups. There's enough here, there's enough history, there's enough love, etc. Three of Cups, King and Queen of Cups. Let me just pull all the cups up. But you know, basically just what I'm trying to say is there is enough here. It's just going to take work. And you know, I don't know. Again, that's why I think it's so important to really just kind of go within and see if it's worth it for you. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, you know, and it's fine whatever way it goes. I think this is also about like bringing peace and closure within your own heart with how things are going to move forward, etc. I don't see a lot of resolution happening this week, but I do see, like I said, Leo, that recommendation to just kind of take some time for yourself, for your own heart, your own healing, etc. So I hope that helped. I'm sending so much love and blessings your way. Thank you for tuning in. I'm here if you want a personal reading. Definitely big thumbs up if it resonated. Drop comments below. I love connecting with the community always. Sending so much love and blessings your way. Thank you guys.